Gefilte Fish!
Take a dance, you're old enough to dance the night away.
That's my son. That's my brother.
That's my
Adam Sandler.
eldest child.
Happy Madison Films has blessed us with another offering from their treasure trove.
Adam Sandler's back
Man.
with another shit fucking movie.
I swear to God, this guy makes films as tax breaks so he can just go to locations and, you know, enjoy. I mean,
He does, and I love him for it. What a brilliant, what a genius. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I will never hold it against Mr. Sandler. I love you, Mr. Sandler. For making these movies, as long as these idiots keep going to watch them and paying for them.
And
It's not his
we
fault.
are three of those idiots.
We saw it for free.
So this is the story of Adam Sandler, who sort of who bangs his teacher,
Donnie
has a
Vegas.
He was
kid,
a really cool 13-year-old.
Hispanic apparently,
And-
and changed
Possibly.
races.
and he bangs his teacher, a very, very extremely attractive teacher. I just
Susan
want to know
Sarandon,
what-
good genes.
Yep.
He's 13, he gets his teacher pregnant, and she goes to jail for 30 years. And he gets custody of the kid when he turns 18.
And becomes a celebrity.
He
pretty
becomes
much.
a
He's-
Justin Bieber sort of folk.
Well, the Justin Bieber of,
Yeah,
you know, adult relations. And yeah, I mean, he makes a lot of money and then you kind of shoot to, what is it, 30 years later or something?
Oh yeah.
40 years later, how old is Adam
Almost.
Sandler?
40 years, 150 years
20,
later.
27 years later, I think you'll find, because it was 3 years before she got out of jail.
Oh, really?
Oh,
There you
that's
go.
using my mathematics.
That's
Stay in
mathematics.
school, kids.
Yeah. Don't
Um,
bang your
shit.
digits.
Unless they're as hot as this
Unless
one.
they're as hot, yeah. And yeah, he
Yeah,
is...
so as you can imagine, he was a shit father.
yeah, he was a
So
douche.
when his kid, who's played by Andy Samberg, turned 18, moved out of home, never spoke to him again.
And-
We're really giving this plot too much.
it's genius.
It's just,
The Citizen Kane.
it's just.
So Donnie Burgers, or whatever Adam Sandler's called this character, he needs to pay $43,000 to the IRS because he hasn't paid taxes in
Really
whatever.
taking notes of this movie.
and yeah, so he kind of hits up his kid, who he eventually finds,
He's
and
now a successful
hedge fund banker.
banker.
And yeah, and as you can expect, you know, it's all about Adam Sandler trying to get money out of his kid while trying to patch up his relationship with him. And you know, these things are going to clash, and you know, how do they work out and, you know, make up in the end?
And let's spoiler, it works out.
There's love, intrigue, world political
Plot
intrigue.
twists
There
coming
is
at you every
unbridled enthusiasm from all points of this
This is
film.
Adam Sandler's Inception.
This is, quite frankly, I'm going to say a masterpiece on Adam Sandler.
I'm gonna say better than a lot of the stuff he's done recently.
Now that is actually a good point.
Yeah.
In all seriousness.
And purely because it's R-rated, because they can get away with that extra level of
Purely
crudeness.
because Jennifer Aniston wasn't in it and he wasn't playing a woman.
It's just sad that he's just
chosen this path to make his own movies through production
and
company.
I just wish he chucked like if he he did these churned out a couple of these a year, but then maybe chucked in the odd serious role or even a comedy where it has a bit more heart, it has a bit more of a soul.
Yeah, a bit more substance.
Obviously, Sandler's just making them for a payday, but also I think he's got all his friends there. I think they're having a great time.
I think having
Oh, I'm
And
sure
the
they
fact-
do.
The movies, they're shit. They're all awful. But he's hanging out with his friends. You get all these big actors as well coming in because they're having fun. I want to go do that for a day. And I'm not going to hold that against him. I would do that shit if I was up there. I would
Most
make the
definitely.
good movies as well. I would try and make a good movie.
No,
here
that's
and
what I'm saying. Like, there is some really funny shit in this, and I was cracking up. I mean, the fact that Andy Samberg's character is called Han Solo Burger, that in itself made me laugh. I didn't know
I didn't know that too.
And yeah, just there is some funny shit in there.
Probably the redeeming feature for this film for me was Vanilla Ice.
Oh,
I just
Vanilla Ice,
like
That's
to
the
so
good thing.
I just
Vanilla
love
Ice
that guy.
has a supporting role in this movie, and he's actually pretty damn funny.
He's
Yeah.
fucking awesome in
When
this.
all the crew, like, when all the cast get together and they go out for that bachelor party,
Yeah.
that is my favourite part of the film, because it's just them
Just getting
just
off their tits.
doing... they're just fucking shit up, really.
But like,
Other than that, it's just a bunch of jokes that fall really flat.
yeah,
And
well, fuck. A girl licking, tasting cum off a wedding dress.
Yeah.
And sniffing it. And,
that was the low point.
and
That was...
and I was like, wow,
This is cinema.
this is
Like,
just...
what
this
else
is the
would
one.
it be? Really gets a big chunk of it too.
Yeah, you can see it on her tongue.
She
She's...
just swallows that down.
Yeah, and she's like, oh my god, it's cum. It's like, well,
Yeah, and the reaction too. I mean, she didn't freak out. She didn't throw up or anything. Just like, it.
Oh, another day at the office.
I mean, it definitely wasn't disappointing. I mean, if you're going into this expecting a good movie, then...
Maybe seeing movies isn't for you.
But half those people who are excited to see this movie go in and say, "Oh, Tudor, that's my brother." So they don't know their ass on their elbow, these people.
There's nothing that feels new in this film, which is, I mean, but then again, did I expect anything? No, not really.
What's up?
No,
None of that.
That is...
Oh my god. You can just imagine them sitting around the board going, "Listen, I reckon it'd be really funny if why don't we bring What's Up back?"
Yeah.
Final thoughts.
That's about it.
Did I have any thoughts on this film?
That's my final thought.
Don't go see this movie. Don't do it. If you go see it for free, don't do that either. Just don't.
Just don't do it.
It's not the worst thing in the world. There's funny bits, but
You could go be seeing so many better things.
There are ways to spend your time. To spend your life. Just go ride a bike. You know, fly a kite. Something like that. Just.
You probably have a better time just sitting still in your own home and just observing what happens around you.
It would be so
you would be a
much more
better
fun.
human being. I mean, less brain cells would die.
Yeah, that little voice he does, I don't even know how to do it, but
It's like,
fuck you.
Have you seen Little Nicky? Guess who's back? Little Nicky, and apparently he had a kid.
I'd love to see Little Nicky too.
Oh shit, you just scared me there. I'd love to see Little Nicky.
That's my son.
That's me kid.
Leave your
That's
comments
Mickey.
of how much you hate Adam Sandler and his movies.
Yeah. If
They
you've
will,
got
they will
any,
entertain us.
yeah. Maybe your ideas for a film that could be 10 times better. Gefilte Fish out.
And like us on Facebook.
Yeah, like us on Facebook and
subscribe.
Please like this for some.
And do what John said and watch that Cabin in the Woods review.
Yeah, please.